Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Gunshots fired at Indianapolis police and 2 people are wanted. Nothing on radar. 71 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02.
Just before 9 p.m., Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department North District officers were dispatched to a domestic disturbance in the 7700 block of New Road. The victim reported being assaulted by a male suspect armed with a gun.
IMPD Assistant Chief of Police Michael Wally.
In the 400 block of West 28th Street, 2 people exited the vehicle and multiple shots were fired at the officers by at least one of the fleeing suspects, and 1 officer returned fire.
And Wally told reporters at a news conference very early this morning that nobody was shot. Police are still looking for those men. Indiana Democrats joined Texas counterparts in Chicago on Wednesday to protest Republicans' efforts to redraw political districts. Among them was Indianapolis Democrat Cherish Pryor.
The position we face today should trouble every American who believes in the promise of this country.
And she says efforts to redistrict in the middle of a decade is morally corrupt. Getting child support to families in the Hoosier State can be complicated. John Herrick explains how it usually works.
Boone County Prosecutor Kent Eastwood says his office provides lots of free services, one of which is locating parents.
The issue is actually getting the money from the parent that owes the money. That typically is where we run into problems.
With many parents having to pick up side hustles in today's economy, that can create another hurdle.
Hard to determine what their true salaries are. We've got to do a lot of work, and some people don't give us that information readily, right?
August is Child Support Awareness Month. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indianapolis Colts hold a joint practice with the Green Bay Packers today, just ahead of their preseason game on Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
So do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years.
All right, here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. Now that's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10%, or $24,000 in the first year. So, by year end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the details by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120. We trust Bill, and you can too. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120.
Good morning, Westsiders. Looking at a ramp that shut down at southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. And I'm told this is because of a hazardous material spill. So right now the ramp southbound Sam Jones shut down, and you can exit early at Washington Street on southbound 465 or go on down to I-70 for the moment. Looking at everything else, they had a little bit of a slowdown on the south side, northbound 65 in the south split. That's because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just on State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. This Thursday, as we've mentioned the last several days, best weather day of not only the week, but kind of the extended here. Still plenty warm enough with mostly sunny skies. The difference is it's not as humid. Today's high, 87, which is pretty close to where we should be for mid-August. Tonight, mostly clear skies, a little cooler anyway, down to the mid-60s for the overnight, so comfortable Friday morning. The heat, the humidity returns starting tomorrow. Sunny skies, 90 degrees for your high Friday. Feels like in the mid-90s, and the weekend could be pushing the hottest of the summer. Saturday, sunshine, a high of 93. Sunday, hot and humid with highs into the mid-90s.
That's Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Yesterday wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't. It was a little better.
So what you're saying is we don't get any more yesterdays.
Well, no, today actually I think probably is even a little bit better. We actually hit 89. I mean, we were close to 90 yesterday, but the humidity being down is kind of the difference maker. We'll get that today again, and then it just kind of all cranks back up starting tomorrow. So today should be a pretty good afternoon.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. Thank you. 68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:07.
I walk around all the time. I wake up early in the morning sometimes and take a nice walk as the sun is rising around some of the Capitol and the other monuments and things, and I feel perfectly safe. They're full of it.
They're full of it. That's Senator Chuck Schumer. D.C. is totally fine. It's like the people who will tell you that Indianapolis is completely safe. Who are they talking to? Who buys this? Aside from liberal white women, who would believe this? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Good to be with you. Oh, we'll get more into Indianapolis. They were going to clear out a homeless encampment. Guess that's not going to happen. And Republicans on the city county council can fight each other, just not Joe Hogsett. I've got that for you as well. But the story is tomorrow, Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Anchorage, right? They're going to be speaking amongst the salmon. I believe that's what they're calling this summit. That should be it. I mean, if they're going to be serving it with bagels and cream cheese, I don't know if they're going to have enough time to smoke that stuff, because what are you going to eat, salmon? Fresh? There is this weird talk about how Putin's going to use his Svengali magic, his KGB training, and he's going to bring Trump in, and Trump won't know what hit him. And Trump's going to be like, oh, Vladimir, you're so pretty. What land do you want? And Vladimir's going to say, all the land. And Trump's going to say, absolutely, my dear sweet honey. This is, if you watch cable news, this is the argument. There is no argument that Vladimir Putin is KGB trained. There is no argument that everything regarding the KGB is mental manipulation. There is absolutely no argument that that would be something that Putin tries. But the ability for the KGB to work was based on the idea that first, Russia, then Soviets, still had power. And then that there was something so incredible to the offer because there was another pain point on the other side. Right? What exactly are you going to do to the President of the United States when you just showed the world that your army sucks and only nuclear weapons are keeping you from total obliteration? That's it. The only reason Russia hasn't been hit with a baseball bat upside the head, Tony Soprano style, is because of nuclear weapons. The end. No one is afraid of the Russian military. Now, let me be a little more clear on this. I don't advocate this, but just as a matter of speaking, if Trump wanted to put 25,000 troops in the Donbass, just drop them there, the Russians would run away back to Moscow. They're not going to stick around. They're not going to stay. It's not going to happen. This idea of who has the upper hand. Russia doesn't have a military that can fight. They have bodies they can throw at the Ukrainians, but they don't have a military that can fight. They took swampy farmland as opposed to roads. they had taken the roads with the tanks, they could have gotten a lot further into Ukraine. But no, they're morons. So if you don't have a military that can actually act, what possibly is going to happen in some level of mental manipulation? I don't believe Trump to be that weak. I don't believe Putin to be that strong. Will platitudes be given? Promises be made? Absolutely. Believe the promise? That's a mistake. But this idea of hoodwinked and bamboozled and flim-flammed, I don't know. Are any of those expressions like somehow verboten? I'm not sure. This is all silly. Silly. Trusting Putin is silly. Why not just say that? Because that would be honest. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. A hiccup at a big Amazon data center at 6:32. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Matt Bear here for Trajan Wealth. There's so many things that can affect our post-work life, our retirement. There's inflation, tariffs, interest rates, all of which can affect the financial markets in the short term. Should you sell, buy, stay put? The people at Trajan Wealth, the good people, are holding a complimentary movie premiere of their documentary, Retirement on the Brink, to discuss strategies to safeguard your financial future. It's an exclusive event that you don't want to miss. Reserve your ticket at 800-670-0366. or go to retirementonthebrink.com. Are you a seasoned investor? Then this documentary is for you. For anyone wanting to build an investment roadmap, VIP access is waiting at 800-670-0366 or go to retirementonthebrink.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement, DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 249 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432. Tacoma model 7540. 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 9/1.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
West side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones. That exit ramp is closed right now because of a hazardous materials spill. So it leaves you options. You can either exit early at Washington Street, US 40, or go on down past Sam Jones to I-70 and try out eastbound 70 from there. Then you can pick up Sam Jones. South side, northbound 65. Stop and go traffic from Raymond up to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow. That was definitive.
You're welcome.
Your labels were sent in.
Nice. Are we going to be ready for your event?
We believe that coffee will be ready for August 23rd. Myself, Nick Searcy, from Hollywood to the Heartland. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Good day yesterday. Thank you, everybody who bought tickets yesterday. Appreciate it. Let us make today better. Let's get to sell out, and let's have a party. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. And Matt Bear, I don't know if he's going to make an appearance, so I won't guarantee it. But he might.
There is a chance. There is a chance. A couple of things in the works here, so I'd like to go.
Tickets.TonyKatz.com. The bourbon, the barbecue, the desserts, the cigars, Matt Bear, foot rubs. It's all there. From Hollywood to the Heartland, myself and actor-producer Nick Searcy going to be Fantastic. It's going to be so good. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Get your tickets right now. Do that. Do that immediately. 68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, and Matt Bear's coffee might be available. Might be available. The time is 6:17.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago Senator Dick Durbin. And now Dick Durbin has a new scheme, a government takeover of your credit card. Today, consumers have thousands of choices in credit cards, all with equal, strong security. But Durbin's plan is less competition and less security. And that means more risk for your credit and your identity. Tell Republicans in Congress, stop Dick Durbin's takeover of your credit card before it's too late.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
So with all the choices of where you could buy your furniture and mattresses, here's why you should purchase your new Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers or Flex Steel Furniture, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy or Stearns and Foster mattresses, or Berlin Gardens and Pollywood outdoor furniture from Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Unmatched customer service during and after the sale. Have a service issue, they're just one call away. They deliver and set up for free if you live within 75 miles of their store in Columbus. Saves you hundreds. Family owned, worth the very short drive. ThompsonFurniture.net.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you, or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Join Sertoma Club of Greenwood for Wham Fest, a festival of wine, art, music, and microbrew. Saturday, August 16th at Greenwood's Craig Park. Tickets and more at whamfest.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Chris, good afternoon. Declassified by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence yesterday and released publicly just moments ago is an exchange of emails initiated by Michael S. Rogers, the 4-star admiral, now retired, who headed the National Security Agency in the second Obama term. Rogers wrote to his boss, then Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, in late December of 2016, to say that he, the admiral, had just returned from overseas travel and had received an update on, quote, our efforts to produce a joint product related to Russian attribution and intent for the DNC DCCC hacks.
That's James Rosen over at Newsmax doing some excellent work. The story here, as more documents come to light through the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is that it's clear they were making things up. It's clear they were trying to create a story from the highest levels with Obama connections, approval, input. And it's clear that some people were not okay with this. They felt this to be ugly. One of those was the then NSA, Mike Rogers.
I know that this activity is on a fast track, Rogers wrote, to put together a product that can be provided to the president. I asked my team if they'd had sufficient access to the underlying intelligence and sufficient time to review that intelligence. On both points, Rogers said, my team raised concerns. My folks aren't fully comfortable saying they've had enough time to review all of the intelligence, to be absolutely confident in their assessments, he wrote. I'm not saying that we disagree substantively, but I do want to make sure that when we are asked in the future whether we can absolutely stand behind the paper, that we don't have any reason to hesitate because of the process.
Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The response from James Clapper to the National Security Advisor, James Clapper was the then Director of National Intelligence, was to say, get on board.
If the intent is to create an integrated product, Rogers said, that is CIA, FBI, NSA jointly authored, that we can all defend, we need a process that allows us all to be comfortable. And I'm concerned we are not there yet. If NSA is intended to be a co-author of this product, Rogers said also, I personally expect to see even the most sensitive evidence related to the conclusion. If your intent is to create a CIA-only or CIA, FBI authored product, then Rogers concluded, I will stand down on these concerns.
The response from James Clapper was, understand your concern. It is essential that we be on the same page, meaning the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. And we are all supportive of the report in the highest tradition of, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Translation, this is what we're saying. Just say yes and move on. This is everything, once again, that you knew to be true. This is everything you knew that they were doing regarding Trump, regarding lying over Russia, inventing the story of Russian election interference, even though you can clearly discuss how the Russians try to interfere in elections. That's the craziest part. This was always the Mueller investigation conversation. We're not even going to discuss what it is that the Russians try to do. We're not going to even talk about that. In this situation, they invented every part of that. They didn't have it. They listen, the Russians try, but we've got nothing substantive that shows us that they've had any effect on the election. And what they did in the Obama administration, either at the behest of Hillary Clinton or in support of Hillary Clinton or, by the way, didn't have a choice but help Hillary Clinton after she had already done this to them. They said, yeah, but say it anyway. And that's what happened. They are all liars. They're all frauds. Barack Obama is a scandal-ridden administration. Every one of his people, dirty, ugly, guilty. Now, innocent until proven guilty, sure. Always in a court of law. I'm talking about the court of public opinion. Sean Spicer noting that John Solomon over at Just the News will be announcing, according to him, Kash Patel and the FBI will be able to name names on what government officials were protecting Hillary Clinton and her foundation, as the FBI has reason to believe the Clinton Foundation was a backdoor for corruption. Well, no crap. Just ask the Haitians. Oh, now here's the worst part of all of this. And producer Carl, I don't know how we could even draw it up. Do we have the capacity to produce out, quite literally produce in video and in kind of map form? Can we do the timeline here? Do we have the capacity to create, here's what happened step by step, the chronological attack on not only the Trump presidency, but on the American people from Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, James Clapper, James Comey, John Brennan, Andrew McCabe, and others? Because it is a tangled, brutal mess. But it's outrageously important, including this. This was put out by Catherine Herridge, just going back to 2017, and James Comey speaking in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee to Chuck Grassley, the Republican from Iowa.
Director Comey, have you ever been an anonymous source in news reports about matters relating to the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation?
Never.
Question 2 on relatively related. Have you ever authorized someone else at the FBI to be an anonymous source in news reports about the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation?
No.
That's not what the New York Times information states. That he clearly was looking to get information out through the New York Times. And that, kids, is lying under oath from the former FBI director, playing with seashells. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, ramp closed on the west side at southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. This is an oil spill, and I'm told this starts back at Washington Street with the ramp from southbound to Sam Jones closed. Now to reroute, I'm going to go past Sam Jones Expressway and pick up eastbound 70, and that will exit to Sam Jones. And right now it looks pretty good, so it should only cost you a couple of minutes, and hopefully it'll be pretty smooth. Also looking at northbound 65 south side stop and go traffic from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69 cents a large big gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Rob. Casey's out. Our old pal, Jerry Lopez. Indy Spanglish will be with us. We'll see you Thursday, 9 until noon, 93 WIBC.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Where flooding is a major concern. It's not flooding in downtown Indianapolis. Dry as a bone, nothing on radar. 71 degrees at Monument Circle, going up to 86. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30.
A tree fell on their car during severe flooding in suburban Chattanooga, Tennessee. It happened when the saturated ground caused the large tree to fall.
That's Fox News reporter Ashley Strohmeyer.
An additional body was also found in the area during the search for a man who had run past a barricade. Rescue crews have also saved people stuck in their waterlogged homes and submerged vehicles.
And the National Weather Service says Tuesday was Chattanooga's second wettest day ever. Last night in Washington, D.C.
Why are you here? You're trying to arrest innocent people? What's your purpose? What's your goal? What's the motive? Why won't you show your face?
Those are people outside the Capitol at a checkpoint screaming at National Guard members who have been deployed by President Trump. As President Trump has federalized the D.C. police force, you now have FBI, DEA, and a multitude of other federal agencies patrolling Washington, D.C. President Trump meets with European leaders ahead of his upcoming summit with Vladimir Putin. Here's Fox's Jared Halpern.
President Trump warned of severe consequences if Russian President Vladimir Putin does not agree to end the war this week. But if Friday's meeting with Putin goes well...
And we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there.
It is at that potential second meeting where any peace deal could be reached, President Trump says.
certain great things can be gained in the first meeting. It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz says a summit with Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky could be hosted by a neutral country in Europe. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Here in Indianapolis, a police shooting early this morning, and we'll have more details coming up at 7. No officers or anybody was hit, but police are still looking for 2 people. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go, and at WIBC.com, traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management has halted some work being performed at the site of the $11 billion Amazon Web Services data center campus in New Carlisle. Our partners at WSBT TV, Channel 22 in South Bend, report the agency sent a letter to Amazon and Wallbridge Construction, citing a reported impact on less than an acre of wetlands in the area. A manufacturer of high-performance flexible films headquartered in Sweden is preparing to open its first U.S.-based manufacturing facility in Brownsburg. Trio World Group says the facility is expected to double the company's North American production capacity and create about 33 jobs. Seymour-based convenience retail and logistics company Cocaline Development Corporation has acquired Clafters, a Pennsylvania-based tobacco and convenience wholesaler. CEO Andrea Sandman says the acquisition, a natural fit.
Family-owned business in a great community, similar to where we're based in Seymour. The company's size fit ours. It was kind of a plug-and-play business because it's something that we were familiar with.
You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
GE Appliances plans to shift production of refrigerators, gas ranges, and water heaters out of China and Mexico as part of a more than $3 billion investment to expand its U.S. operations in Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and South Carolina. The investment is the second largest in the Louisville-based company's history and is expected to add more than 1,000 jobs. The U.S. Army Recruiting Command marked the establishment of the country's first enlisted training corps demonstration program during a signing ceremony this week. The program designed to introduce community college students to career opportunities in the military and public service. The ETC program will be piloted at Ivy Tech Sellersburg and Columbus campuses beginning in the fall. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, there's an exit ramp closed on the west side at southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway, and that's because of an oil spill, and I'm told this spill started back at Washington Street. There's no timetable on when cleanup's going to be finished, so right now a reroute could be going past Sam Jones to eastbound 70 and exiting there, and then eastbound 70 will get you back on Sam Jones Expressway. It's a fairly quick exit, so just be safe on that. Right now the reroute looks pretty uncongested, and that's going to change as the morning progresses. South side, northbound 65, stop and go after South Keystone Avenue into the south split, a 6-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. 68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what up?
Tony, good morning. The Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers hit the field together today for a joint practice.
Not being able to get the reps out there on the field, joint practice is treated like a game day. You know what I mean? The ones get a lot of the reps, and so that's how I really evaluate myself, and obviously even each and every rep that I get out here.
And that's Colts defensive tackle DeForest Buckner.
I mean, I take advantage of every opportunity that I get, and just try to do the best of what I can do, and within my craft and all that kind of stuff, and just continue to stack consistent days.
And the Colts played the Packers Saturday at 1 at Lucas Oil Stadium. Daniel Jones gets the start at quarterback. The Indiana Fever play the Washington Mystics at home Friday night. The NBA has approved a $6.1 billion sale of the Boston Celtics, and in Major League Baseball, the Reds shut out the Phillies 8-0. The Cubs over the Blue Jays 4-1. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window, we mean business.
Don't miss the biggest Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Mattress blowout sale of the year at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, save 50% off all Lazy Boy and Flex Deal. Save up to $800 off premium mattresses, plus interest-free financing, free delivery, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I have been angry before. I have done things I am not proud of. I have done dumb things before. I've never thrown a sandwich at a cop before. That's a unique level of angry. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I don't know if you've seen this story or not. This guy in D.C. charged with throwing his foot long at a cop, and then he ran away. He is dressed like he just spent a weekend at Martha's Vineyard or Fire Island. I don't know. Yeah, he's got the flower shorts and the pink button-down short sleeve. And I don't know why. Oh, he's got his New Balances on. He came ready. I do not know what he got angry about, what he was yelling at cops about in D.C. I guess he didn't like the fact that Trump said this place isn't safe. It's D.C. I have some control over the situation. I'm going to utilize my powers to handle this. And so he threw his sandwich, still wrapped, at the cop, and then ran. Don't throw things at people. I know this from firsthand experience. Don't do this. Don't learn from me. Learn from me. This is something special. You just bought the sandwich. Like, the Subway is behind the cop. I guess just come out. I assume it's the same Subway. Why? Why? Didn't you want to have dinner? Or a late night snack? Or was this your drunk snack and that explains everything? Because that could very well explain everything. That's a whole different level of anger. Cop didn't do anything to you. At least I could say I had an excuse. The cop didn't do anything to this guy. People are weird. People are strange. I advocate for the control of emotions. All right, I learned the hard way. Trying to help some others learn the easy way. We need to put an end to assault sandwiches in America. We simply cannot have assault deli meat. So if we could work together to not be assaulting people like this with bread, meat, and cheese, I'll be better off. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Scrolling all day. Clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story. They explained why it matters. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level on the go.
I check the WIBC website every morning before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go.
You've got to stay in the know.
Stay informed. Now more than ever, we have information.
93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
So do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years.
All right, here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. Now that's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first year. So by year end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the details by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120. We trust Bill, and you can too. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/22/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of one unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. One discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what's happening with you?
Yeah, Tony, on the west side, exit ramp is closed from southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway, and that's because of an oil spill. No timetable when the ramp is going to reopen, so in the meantime, you can peel off early at Washington, or you can go past Sam Jones, take EB70, and that will get you Sam Jones Expressway. I'm going to do that one, the latter, and use I-70. Also, northbound 65 south side stop and go traffic, Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's because of construction. And a reminder that Lafayette Road Bridge is still closed over 465 on the northwest side. I had a bad inspection on Tuesday. Yeah, the ramp is closed indefinitely. The bridge is closed indefinitely. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned. B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Hey, it's Big Joe for Absolute Comfort, your trusted independent American Standard Air dealer. The owner is Chris Redican, and he sells the ductless Mitsubishi Electric Mini Split, which is a great way to heat and cool specific rooms in your home with geothermal efficiency and very low energy cost.
We have the low wall mount systems, we have high wall mount systems, and if you just don't want to see the unit, we have flush mount systems that can be built into the ceiling.
Check out the latest technology at AbsoluteComfort.org. Absolute Comfort is your trusted independent American Standard Air Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Check out what's going on with 93 WIBC.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel all week long for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Allison Krauss in Union Station with special guest Jerry Douglas, Thursday, August 21st at Everwise Amphitheater.
We were told by the Hogsett administration that we were going to be getting rid of this homeless encampment in Fountain Square. And now that's not happening. Producer Carl has decided that instead of taco, it's Hako. Hogsett always chickens out. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. What gives? What is this? Why are the streets not being cleaned up? As reported by RTV, 2 days after the city of Indianapolis set a deadline to clear out an encampment off Leonard Street in Fountain Square, many who have called it home are still there. The Office of Public Health and Safety is no longer enforcing the closure until they find alternative solutions for everyone at the camp. Oh. So, hey, Fountain Square, screw you. That's the argument being made. Now, if that's not the argument being made, let's hear from the Office of Public Health and Safety, because there clearly could be no public health and safety with this homeless encampment. You set the deadline. You missed the deadline. What it looks like is you don't care about the deadline. You're fine with homelessness. You are fine with the people just dealing with it, meaning the people who live in Fountain Square, the people of Indianapolis. Just deal with it. Why aren't you more caring? Why aren't you more loving? I mean, that's plays into these arguments. Tony, you're so mean. You hate these people who are homeless. I don't hate these people who are homeless. I'm sharing a far different point of view, that my love or not love for them is inconsequential to whether or not it is a problem that has to be dealt with for the benefit of all. I've discussed public-private partnerships. What movement has been made on this subject? Well, Tony, if you want to do this, why don't you go make it happen instead of telling other people what to do? All I did was make a suggestion that isn't far-fetched. We have a whole series of things that we have in Indianapolis that help with this subject. What has been implemented? What needs to change? I can't get the Hogsett administration to tell me the results of their own investigation into sexual impropriety. What makes anybody think they've got a handle on this? And what is this that people keep talking to me about Joe Hogsett for a fourth term? Indianapolis is seriously considering Joe Hogsett for a fourth term? Why? What the hell has this guy done for you? What has he done for you? Dave Ricks, Herb Simon, Jeff Smullian, what has he done for you? Salesforce, what has Hogsett done for you? Why is the city better? I defy you to show me where the city is better because of Joe Hogsett. He hires people who have repeatedly engaged in sexual impropriety. He himself did the same. Fourth term? As long as a Republican doesn't win, you are all just too ridiculous for words sometimes. For all the good that you do, why can't you stand up on this subject? be the leaders that we need. When it comes to homelessness, hey, how many beds do we have to help those in need? B, can we help everybody in need? The answer is no. Some people are beyond help. It is not then our responsibility to allow areas of the city to be destroyed by their vagrancy. It's not. It is not for the city to say, we are so hospitable that we will allow ourselves to be destroyed as you destroy it. Tony, are you saying that the homeless will destroy the city? I'm absolutely saying that homeless encampments will 1,000% destroy the city. Just like broken windows. You simply can't have it. So, how do we help the people who can be helped? Not necessarily need, can be helped. I would argue they all need to be helped, but some people don't want the help. And it is not for us to then destroy ourselves because they can't or they won't. You want to talk about going back to asylums? Well, good, because Reagan was wrong, and you have some people who can't be a part of society, and we should have the facilities to help those people. They should be adjudicated mentally unfit, and then we should, as a state, take care of those we can. And some people aren't going to get adjudicated. They're not going to show up. They're not going to do anything. That's up to them. It is not up to us to damage ourselves, hurt ourselves, because they won't do the right thing or can't do the right thing. This is nutty. Nutty. Take down the homeless encampment. Let's help the people we can. Let us, as a state, look into how we deal with things for the people who can't. And everybody else who refuses the help, refuses everything, well, you're going to have to find someplace else to live. You can argue with me that that's tough love. I'll say to you, I accept that statement. But what did I say that was wrong? When you come to the conclusion that what I said was wrong was nothing, maybe then we can start working together. That would be great. But this, not doing away with the places you know cause the issues, that's not leadership. That's garbage. And people are going to elect the garbage, meaning Joe Hogsett, to a fourth term? My gosh. I don't know what the city is doing to itself, but I'd appreciate some backup from some civic leaders into maybe not having that happen. Tired of being the lone voice. If I could, a little backup from the people who make money here be fantastic. Matt Barrett's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, northbound 65 slow from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's continuing to grind down through the construction zone this morning. That's a 5-minute delay in this ramp closure on the west side, southbound 465 at Sam Jones Expressway. You cannot exit from southbound to Sam Jones. And as I check out the right shoulder through that corridor, through that southbound corridor, we do have emergency vehicles blocking the right shoulder. There was an oil spill, and apparently it stretched from Washington down to Sam Jones, and that's why they have the ramp to Sam Jones shut down for the moment. If you want to reroute, I'm going past that Sam Jones exit. I'm going to pick up eastbound 70 like I'm going to downtown, and then after a short drive, you can exit the Sam Jones Expressway and be off on your way. You can also get out early at Washington Street, and there's 1,000 other ways to do it as well. Just whatever's most comfortable and safest for you. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
Whether you're dropping them off for the first day of school or they're driving themselves for the first time, we know you have enough on your mind. That's why Hubler's got you and your family covered for 100,000 miles. And we want you to spend less on back to school. That's why you can shop over 2,000 vehicles and buy with zero down. Zero down delivers. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring us your old car for an immediate appraisal. Head back to school in a Hubler Q-certified vehicle with a free Carfax history report and a 128-point vehicle inspection. Hubler's got you covered. For 100,000 miles, visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Zero down delivers at Hubler. 'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
Select models approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Cover me!
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text SAVVY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text SAVVY to 42424. That's SAVVY to 42424.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches. Just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers studio, shots fired at Indianapolis police. What your police chief is saying about the incident this morning. You may remember a homeless encampment on the south side of Indianapolis. Leaders are talking about that as well. And state leaders are talking about child support. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
Vladimir Putin's getting ready. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. He just held a meeting with other top Russian officials preparing for tomorrow's summit in Alaska with President Trump, who keeps pushing to end the Ukraine war.
I'm here to stop 6,000, 7,000 people last week. 7,213 people last week were killed, mostly soldiers.
The president says he wants a second meeting also with Putin that Ukraine's leader might attend.
Vladimir Putin once more land in eastern Ukraine ahead of the summit, and European leaders want a ceasefire before any talk of ceding territory is discussed.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson.
Fresh off a call with President Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in London today to meet with Britain's Prime Minister. Keir Starmer reiterated there can be no negotiations without Ukraine at the table.
Now, Zelensky announced this morning Ukraine's been given $1.5 billion in new American weapons to keep battling Russia, bought and provided by European allies. It's another morning with a lot more law enforcement on patrol in Washington, D.C.
Officials say 800 National Guard troops and 500 federal law enforcement agents are being deployed to the city. They're expected to have a 24/7 presence on the streets, but just for 30 days. Current law says the president can deploy agents for that long, but he says he's going to Congress.
We're going to be asking for extensions on that, long-term extensions, because you can't have 30 days.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser says contrary to President Trump's claims, crime rates in D.C. have dropped in recent years.
As Fox's Jill Nito, some residents have been out protesting the crackdown. A man who threw a sandwich at federal agents was arrested and charged with felony assault. 3 sheriff's deputies said to be shaken up, but okay. The day they were after they were injured by shrapnel as they executed search warrants.
When the deputies and investigators approached the door, just soon after that, they were met with gunfire.
Pittsylvania County Sheriff Michael Taylor says that gunman is now in custody after a standoff. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A phone call, a handgun, and a police chase. Nothing on radar. 71 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02.
It's another reminder, as I've said before, of the dangers that our officers put themselves in voluntarily on behalf of our community. And we should all be very thankful and grateful.
Indy Metro Police Chief Chris Bailey says a Wednesday night domestic dispute on the near northwest side of Indy ended in a police shooting. After a brief car chase on Thursday morning, the people involved got out of the car when they stopped, and then at least one fired at an officer who returned fire.
The best thing for those involved would be to find a nice pastor or someone that you trust who has a relationship with the police department and turn yourselves in now.
And the officer involved is a 7-year veteran. They did have a body camera and in-car camera activated during the shooting. We're still learning more. The homeless encampment near Indianapolis's Fountain Square remains open despite a city order to clear out by August 11th. Some arrests have been made, and people that live in the neighborhood say homeless people are using drugs and having sex in public.
So the individuals that were committing crimes are still in custody. So the individual that fired a gun, and then the individual who was accused of animal cruelty.
And that is the Director of Office of Public Health and Safety, Andrew Merkley.
When you look at the amount of funding that we've committed or contributed already to solving for homelessness, I think it's quite clear that the administration is devoted.
And he did not, when he was speaking to Wish TV, he did not give a hard set deadline about when the Fountain Square homeless encampment will close. You've probably heard concerns from both Republicans and Democrats about redistricting. Democrats like the one from Indianapolis, Cherish Pryor, joined Texas Democrats in Chicago Wednesday to talk about their frustrations over this.
While Texas is on the front line of this fight, Indiana may be next in line, and the list of other states continue to grow.
And Pryor says requests by Republicans to redraw lines is an attempt to cheat before the midterms next year. If you're going to find a parent that needs to pay child support, there are creative ways to do it. Here's John Herrick.
Boone County Prosecutor Kent Eastwood says if he's trying to find parents who need to pay up, he often goes online.
Just like any law enforcement agency, we do have various databases that are available, even private databases that are available, where we can, track down information on a person and try to find them.
He says there are companies that they can lean on for help, too. August is Child Support Awareness Month. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Later this afternoon, the Indianapolis Colts will hold a joint practice with the Green Bay Packers just ahead of their preseason game on Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan. Southside northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic into the south split because of construction and still fighting this exit ramp closure on the west side of southbound 465 to Sam Jones. That ramp is shut down because of an oil spill, and we do see Crews in the right shoulder as well on that southbound 465 corridor. Again, the ramp to Sam Jones shut down. You can always take eastbound 70 to Sam Jones. That is an alternative. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try Stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69 cents large Big Gulp drinks. Speedy Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Today is going to be one of those days where we get a brief break in the humidity. It's going to be a little less humid than yesterday. Look for mostly sunny skies, a dry day today. We will see temperatures into the mid and upper 80s later this afternoon. So heads up, but it is going to be dry. Look for mostly clear skies tonight. Lows will fall to 68. And the heat is on for the weekend. Sunny skies, hot. Highs near 90 on Friday. And for the weekend, we are talking about temperatures climbing into the low and middle 90s. We could see the hottest day of the year this weekend. It is going to be hot and humid. Heat indices, or feels like temperatures, are getting awfully close to that 100-degree range, especially on Sunday. Could reach 100 to 105.
Well, that sucks.
I know.
So, I mean, that's just awful.
I know. I would highly recommend, if you have any yard work that you need to get done, today is the day to do it, because you don't want to be doing that over the weekend. It's going to be awful.
But this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
That is correct.
Right. Accurate.
Speaking the truth.
Every day of my life. So glad you've been listening to the show.
I know. That is correct.
Thank you very much. Tara Hastings right there. Wish TV meteorologist. Appreciate it. Right now, we've got ourselves 68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:08. So the City County Council can fight itself. I'm sorry. City County Council Republicans can fight themselves. But they can't fight Joe Hogsett. Got it. Understood. Makes perfect sense. This is what's happening here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on? And they've made a change to leadership. Brian Maury will now be the leader of the Republicans. They have ousted Michael Paul Hart. There's 6 of them. They can't even make a minion. 3 people in the world got that joke, including my rabbi. I'll take that. There aren't enough people here to fill a phone booth. Man, I am all about the references. Who knows what a phone booth is anymore? My gosh. How would I best connect? I'll figure it out. They voted for their leadership change. It was Michael Paul Hart, who was put in like 7 months ago, and now it's going to be Brian Maury. Hart is saying the caucus wasn't ready to move at the speed I was moving, and so they preferred the type of pace and tempo that we had prior to my leadership. Maybe. Others say that you were too cooperative with the Democrats. I mean, honestly, if you aren't going to push for Joe Hogsett's resignation because of his sexual impropriety, because you have to work with these people, well, if I push for his resignation, well, then I can't get the things I want done. They'll make life difficult for me. That's what you said. That's what you said. So one could argue a little friendly. Well, one could make that argument. I'm not even mad at the guy. I don't know everything about the internal politics here. Here's what I know. You guys don't actually fight in the right direction. You don't push in the right direction. It's crazy. We take a look at what's happening. We take a look at the city. We take a look at all the issues, and you guys are rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. It's not even the Titanic. It's a dinghy. That's how few of you there are. Have any of you gotten together and said to yourselves, how could we win an election in Marion County? How do we go about doing it? Anyone? No? Yes? Maybe? I got to assume. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, Indianapolis is so screwed. Screwed. Well, anyway, this is what Republicans are doing here. And just a note to the Republicans statewide. You know, Kyle Hupfer, who was the former leader of the Republican Party of the Indiana GOP, was always wrong when he said you couldn't run in all races, that you couldn't fight in all places. That was just the wrong approach. He was always wrong. I said it. I meant it. I still mean it. He will never be right on that subject. You have to fight in all the spots, and you have to get better at this. Oh, we've got a supermajority. It doesn't matter. That's a ridiculous argument said by people who want to keep a fiefdom and don't actually want to make things better. We don't have time for non-fighters. This is what you're letting happen. No focus, no dollars, no push, no aggressiveness, no strategy. None. And if you say to me, well, Tony, we're doing this, could you show us? Could you show us? That'd be great. Stop telling us we don't understand. We see what we see. What we see is no leadership. What we see is no willingness to push. What we see is no fight. Unless it's with yourselves, in which case, it's a lot of fight. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with XFi Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 249 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432. Tacoma model 7540. 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 9/1.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
We're looking at northbound 65 south side. A 2-minute delay. Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of construction. And ramp closed on the west side of southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. It's an oil spill from a vehicle. And it kind of started at Washington Street down to Sam Jones. So we see emergency crews or people helping clean up right now on the right shoulder of this corridor. So we do have slow traffic through the area. And again, the ramp is closed southbound to Sam Jones. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Hi, this is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102. Or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
This is the soundtrack of summer.
And new memories are waiting at your Indiana State Fair.
Join us today for AAA Day. All AAA members get in free. Enjoy a stroll around the fair, take in the mouth-watering foods, and enjoy over 100 free things to do. Visit with the animals. Plan your trip now at IndianaStateFair.com. Buy online to save time.
Sounds like fun. Your Indiana State Fair, presented by Get Prepared Indiana.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
I never thought you'd hurt me. I guess you live in love. Only flames fly, you're bound to get burned.
I'll see you all August 23rd from Hollywood to the Heartland. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Get your tickets while you still can. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Me, I am Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. From Hollywood to the Heartland, the bourbon, the barbecue, the cigars, and of course, actor Nick Searcy. That sponsored by Booher Remodeling, BOOHER, BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. If it's in the four walls, Booher is the only call. One of our fantastic sponsors. August 23rd, it's going to be such a good night. It's going to be so good. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Get your tickets right now. And meet the people at Booher Remodeling and a lot of other good people. Nick Searcy is going to be amazing. That dude's got stories for days. The popcorn moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. I've got a twofer. I do have a twofer right here. Should I do it? I've got time. I'm going to do it. It's totally okay. Yeah, there it is. First, just because you don't hear enough of people calling Trump a dictator and a fascist, can you believe that this is still working? Can you believe that this is, well, I shouldn't say it's working. They're still doing it. They're still talking like this as if somehow it is working. This is Representative Dan Goldman, Democrat from New York, who every time he speaks into a camera, he looks like he's doing a hostage video. Oh, good Lord. Well, I'll let it speak for itself.
Because the militarization of our cities and our domestic law enforcement violates the Posse Comitatus law and violates everything that we believe in Americans. But just as I thought there would be Republicans who would stand up for their constituents and prevent them from losing health care, prevent them from losing food benefits, prevent billions of dollars of offshore wind investment in their own districts, I thought they would stand up for their own districts, and they didn't.
A couple of things. Nobody cares about offshore wind investments. Secondly, nobody has lost food. If you don't allow junk food to be a SNAP benefit or a food stamp benefit, that's okay. What was the argument? My kid doesn't deserve a popsicle? What do you want from me? It's the public money, and maybe it shouldn't be popsicles. How dare you now say you're not giving me enough? But most importantly, this is again another Democrat saying we do not want safe streets. Trump engaging federalizing in D.C. is because of problems in D.C. where a lot of other people who live in blue states would love it if their red state governors would do the same. Actually try and fix something. That's what we're seeing. And yet you have these people who are so desperate to appease their base because they're so afraid of their base, which we know to be true, that they're like, oh, this is terrible, this is horrible, and no Republican will stand up. Why would anybody stand up? What Republican is supposed to stand up for the protection of D.C., quote unquote, when D.C. doesn't elect any Republicans? What is this argument here? Democrats run that city top to bottom, and the city's terrible. And right now, the people are applauding the opportunity to make it better.
So I have zero faith in the Republican Congress right now, and that's what we need to be talking about. Because Donald Trump clearly is both distracting from Jeffrey Epstein, but also following his worst instincts aggressively now, and without any measure of guardrails. The guardrails...
What guardrails? He's the president of the United States. He got elected. He has the power to engage this federalizing. He did it. It's all about Jeffrey Epstein. It's all distraction from Epstein. I want the Epstein files. I don't think that the people of D.C. or the people of any city where they see the murder, see the robbery, see the violence, I don't think they think it's a distraction. I think they think, my God, finally someone's paying attention.
Generally come from Congress. Republicans control Congress. So right now, the question is, are Republican members of Congress going not only to roll over to Donald Trump's will, but to roll over our democracy and allow him to take over this country as a fascist dictator?
It's always the same garbage. These people, the same talking points, the same nonsense, the same ridiculousness. They don't stop, they don't rest, they don't quit. And they're only speaking to themselves. Everybody knows that there's a problem there, just like we know there's a problem in Indianapolis. Yet, if you listen to people like Chuck Schumer, they'll tell you that everything in D.C. is just fine.
But first, a lot of folks on the Republican side, your Republican colleagues, say that they are very scared to walk outside in D.C., that they think this is completely the right thing to do. Senator, are you scared walking around Washington, D.C. these days?
I walk around all the time. I wake up early in the morning sometimes and take a nice walk as the sun is rising around some of the Capitol and the other monuments and things, and I feel perfectly safe. They're full of it. Look,
They're full of it. You feel safe walking around Indianapolis? No. I've walked around Indianapolis. Am I safe? Do I feel safe? Not necessarily. Am I aware of everything around me? Absolutely. They're full of it. This is Chuck Schumer telling the people of D.C., you're full of it. Well, if I had as many armed guards as the Senate Minority Leader, maybe I think they're full of it too. Completely disconnected from reality. Disconnected from where people live and breathe. And there's another great example of this that comes from CNN and Jillian Michaels. You know, the Biggest Loser chick? She's been incredible. And she is not a conservative. She just wants to be heard. And progressives say, nope, can't have that. I will share that with you on Tony Katz today. That one is unbelievable. Chuck Schumer, a great encapsulation of why progressives and Democrats are so disconnected from the American people, and it's why they'll continue to lose. Can't even admit there's a problem on the streets of D.C. And in Indianapolis, we can't even get the homeless encampment cleaned up when we were promised it would happen. Is there anything else that Joe Hogsett can't do for our city? Because that list is getting really, really, really long. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, looking at inbound 69, now delayed 8 minutes, 116th Street, 2465. West side, a ramp that's closed at southbound 465 to Sam Jones. Cannot make that exit right now because of an oil spill. Cleanup in progress. A little bit of a slowdown as you make your way through. Also, cleanup vehicles on the right shoulder after Washington Street, so just look out for them. Northwest side, northbound 465 slows, 86th Street up to 865. South side construction slows northbound 65 between Southport Road and 465. And again, Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. That's a 5-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. We are celebrating our 2000th Hammer and Nigel show. Nigel's been here for at least 300 of them, so we're going to have a good time this afternoon.
Guys, you should be cool. And as we have heard, the temperatures are climbing back up, and there's going to be a lot of hot. Is your house ready to handle it? If not, talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. Talk to them about a new HVAC system. Talk to them about servicing your existing system and making sure it's working to its most efficient way. I'm telling you right now, Masters has done incredible work for me. David, the general manager, that whole team, they have been sensational. They actually changed the way my system works a few years ago now, and it's been running great ever since. The energy bills are down. The house is cool and comfortable. But if there's a problem at any time, 24/7, 365, Masters is there to take care of it. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling about getting a new system and their flexible financing options. They've got a bunch of those as well. Masters Heating and Cooling, 317-567-9505. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling, 567-9505, or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Chip did.
I'm a real car guy, and I have a garage that I got tired of fighting the epoxy fight. Finally, I saw something on Facebook, and I got interested in Galaxy. Looked like a real good solution to me.
Homer Business, Galaxy's got you covered.
My house is on a post tension to slab. It can get cracked, so what these guys did was they came in and they grooved out all those little cracks, and now it's one complete lovely surface, very pleasant on the eyes.
Transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings comes with a lifetime warranty.
You can just tell by looking at it, it's going to be impervious to anything I can throw at it for as long as I can imagine. I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Click on Galaxy Concrete Coatings today. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, we are out of this world.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us, 317-563-0868, or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, Common sense government and peace too strict.
Discussing end-of-life matters can be uncomfortable, but it's also necessary to ensure that loved ones' wishes are well known ahead of time. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. Up next, I'll share suggestions to help ease anxiety surrounding the talk.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Direct, open, and honest conversation is the best way to discuss end-of-life wishes. Knowing your loved one's preferred treatments and desired arrangements will ready everyone for when the time comes. Also helpful, creating a will or trust to ensure assets are distributed accordingly. And consider an end-of-life doula to assist your family during the process. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The meeting is not a negotiation. Nothing on radar. 71 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. President Trump is saying his upcoming meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday will only set the table for another meeting.
From Berlin, President Zelensky accused President Putin of bluffing by amplifying its ground offensive ahead of Friday's meeting to appear capable of occupying the whole of Ukraine.
That's Fox's Alexandria Hoff at the White House. President Trump warned of consequences for Russia if it doesn't step back. The administration also placed a 50% tariff on India and other buyers of Russian oil. There are hundreds of federal agents walking the streets of Washington, D.C. this morning because city leaders have failed to get crime under control, says Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz.
What's happening in D.C., this is easy. President Trump is showing bold and strong leadership. Legally, he unquestionably has the authority to do what he's doing under the Constitution.
That's Cruz on Fox News. The federal government's control will last for 30 days, but President Trump said the White House could ask Congress for an extension. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser says the crime rate city is at a 30-year low. Poor dietary advice by ChatGPT has sent a man to the hospital with dangerous chemical poisoning.
The Annals of Internal Medicine reporting the 60-year-old man was looking to eliminate table salt from his diet and used the large language model to get suggestions on what to replace it with. ChatGPT suggested swapping sodium chloride, which is used for table salt, for sodium bromide. The article noting the recommendation was likely referring to use it for other purposes, like cleaning. The man was hospitalized after experiencing fatigue, facial acne, and other symptoms. He was released after 3 weeks of monitoring. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
A child abuse case in Indianapolis has ended in an arrest. Jarrett Lewis with the story.
A 911 call last week brought IMPD officers to an area on Indianapolis's west side. They found a 3-year-old girl with bruises all over her body. Following an investigation by IMPD child abuse detectives, along with the Homicide Unit and Department of Child Services, officers arrested 24-year-old Joshua Cahigas and 22-year-old Melly Jackson. They face preliminary charges relating to abuse and neglect. According to doctors, the child has a, quote, very high probability of death due to her injuries. The injuries include a bleed on the brain with a fracture to her upper jawbone. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Politics is the reason that Jimmy Kimmel is pursuing an Italian citizenship. He said on a podcast that he has differences with President Trump, and he joins the ranks of Ellen DeGeneres and Rosie O'Donnell, who have also moved out of the country after Trump's reelection. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com.
He's hitting those throws that he worked so hard to kind of master. Like you see him making a lot of those touch throws where like he's dropping it in like over those backers and over those DBs. He's doing it consistently.
Indianapolis Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. talking about quarterback Anthony Richardson.
His preparation, it wasn't bad or or not good before, but it's gotten even to a higher level that he's doing everything that he can to put himself in the best position possible.
In 3 weeks into camp, the Indianapolis Colts say that quarterback battle between Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson is too close to call. The Packers and the Colts hold a joint practice today. They play in preseason game number 2 at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday. Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds shut out the Philadelphia Phillies 8-0. The Chicago Cubs beat the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1. And the NBA says they're going to start airing games on Prime Video, starting with the Boston Celtics and the Knicks. By the way, if you're interested, the NBA schedule comes out today, and the Boston Celtics have sold for $6.1 billion. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Northeast side, Ryan and Tim, about 69, delayed 9 minutes, 116th to 465. South side, northbound 465, stop and go traffic after Keystone into the south spot. A 6-minute delay. Ram closed on the west side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway because of an oil spill. We have crews on the right shoulder through the corridor from Washington to Sam Jones, and a bit of a slowdown, so please be safe. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now. Employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
68 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window, we mean business.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, how do I know it's worth it? Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. The Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. The Attorney General has it. You should get what's yours. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. IndianaUnclaimed.gov, or text my name, Tony, to 46220 and get your cash. Get it today. Facebook Marketplace, right? Odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff. I bought stuff. I've sold stuff. But there are things that I cannot tell you if it's worth it. I see the price. I'm like, well, that seems worth it. I look at them like, that seems worth it. But I don't know. And I think this is the difference between the expert or the collector and me. Matt Bear, do you still drive that silly little pretend sports car?
I drive that fast and fun Scion FRS. Right. Yeah. It's in the garage right now with the bumper taped on. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I found on the marketplace a 1999 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 Coupe.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
At Tony Katz. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you follow me at Twitter X at Tony Katz.
Whoa.
I posted photos. Now, this is the weirdest listing ever. It was listed 3 weeks ago, and they write $17,000 or best offer. If it doesn't sell, price will go up because I found a truck I want. I don't understand what's happening here.
No, those two things don't go together.
Right. If it doesn't sell, I'm increasing the price is very weird. But $17,000 or best offer. Like, the whole thing is nuts.
Hell yeah. Peace through strength.
Here's, like, they go through a list of everything it has. Ceramic coated, 6-point roll cage, Forge line ZX3R 18 by 10 and 18 by 12. I don't know what that means. And it goes on and on and on. And this is just it. It has 177,000 miles. It looks spectacular. Here's what I know. It's black. It has a red interior. It has a spoiler. The seats look like you strap in, you can go 900 miles an hour. This is definitely the car you have when you're having a nervous breakdown. And I'm cool with that. Fine with that. The question is, how does the pro know whether this is worth it? Would you, Matt Bear, be able to figure this out?
Yeah, absolutely. If somebody will pay something, a particular price for something, then yeah, it's worth it. $17,000 for this car. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, before anything, that's the most brilliant explanation of capitalism. Suck on that, Milton Friedman. That was exceptional. Kids, if someone's willing to pay the price, then the price is okay.
I've got one more for you. You need to have more coming in than going out.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, guys, it starts here. It starts here every day.
Hold on a second. The Attorney General is asking questions. He sponsors the segment. He gets to ask questions. It's an automatic. Attorney General Todd Rokita. And the question is, did they do the bearing? So this is from these couple of years, 1998, 99, 2000. There's a whole thing about the bearing, and it has to be done. I don't know what it means. It doesn't say. It doesn't say, so I don't know if the bearing was done. By the way, Matt Bear, ask me what the bearing is.
I thought it was something that stimulates the prostate. What's the bearing, Tony?
No. Ask me what the other bearing is.
What's the other bearing, Tony?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea
what that means.
What the bearing is. This is how I answer when I'm asked, hey, do you know what the bearing is? So I don't, this is the part that blows my mind. I look at it, I'm like, that's beautiful. It is.
Amazing
it's got
car.
the lines and everything else. Matt Bear, you would drive this car.
I would drive this for the rest of my life if it didn't have 177,000 miles. I love this car so much. I would pay double, I say, the asking price.
Over the
but
Indy
you won't buy
potholes?
it because it has 177,000 miles.
That is correct, sir.
But I don't know if that's necessarily a problem on a Porsche.
I don't know that much about Porsches because I've never been able to afford one, but I would assume that it's a well-made car, right? It's a luxury car.
It's got a lot of nuts and bolts and
power steering,
springs and duct tape. Oh yeah, built to perfection.
Both seatbelts.
Very expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
But is it very expensive to maintain? I hear the same thing about BMW. I don't know. So someone's got to tell me, is this a deal or why would you stay away from it? Need to know what's going on here. Matt Bear can't help me at all. He's not going to buy it, but he needs one.
Did you see the gas tank? It's up by the passenger side. That's cool. That's a spot of being cool right there. You could just put it in and talk to your passenger and be like, yeah, look where my gas tank is and yours isn't.
This is getting to be a weird conversation.
No, I don't think so. It's a beautiful car, man. I really want it. I just can't buy it. You know, it's kind of sad.
According, whoa. So now I'm getting things. According to the Attorney General, the mileage is not a problem if they did the bearing. Somebody else I know who knows what they're talking about says worth it. Worth it.
I'm going to need more than that.
You know what we're going to need for you?
No, I have no idea.
Porsche sponsorship.
Oh, that's a fantastic
If Andy Moore Ford wants Matt Bear, he's available. Otherwise, we're going to have to go Porsche.
Yeah, the best ideas, Tony.
That's what they call me, Mr. Ideas.
Porsche for man. Oh, yeah, I love it.
By the way, really quick, before I go, because we have a lot to get to. Hammer and Nigel today are celebrating their 2000th episode.
Woo!
Which blows my mind that they've been keeping count. I just want to say that as a guy who does 2 shows a day, 2000, that's cute. Very cute.
I'm not
2000, that's adorable. Come talk to me when you're a man. No? Is that not it? I should just say Mazel Tov? All right, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov!
That's very impressive. 2,000 episodes.
Bravo.
The best is in the promo, Hammer's like, it's our 2,000th episode, and Nigel's been here for 300 of them. That's really funny. That poor Nigel gets hammered on that, but it's very, very funny. My God, that's good. Matt Bear has got traffic. He's going to give it to you right now. I don't even know if he's in the right spot, but go for it.
All right, southbound 465 west side ramp closed to Sam Jones Expressway because of an oil spill. You can go down to 70. Go east towards Indianapolis, and then you can exit at Sam Jones from there. Northbound 65 south side slow from Southport Road up to the 465 ramps, and then stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's an 8-minute delay. On the east side, northbound 465 slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Inbound 69, 8-minute delay, 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 70 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46. Guys, power matters. And with all this heat, it's very possible that the grid won't keep up. The grid is getting older. You guys know that there are transmission failures all the time, outages happening everywhere. What's your plan? Your plan should be Generator Supercenter. Talk to them today about getting a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Generator Supercenter is the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. You can have peace of mind. It's a bad storm. You've got the grid going down, whatever the case may be. Same thing is true with the winter. Ice on the power lines, snapping power lines. It could be days or weeks before those things are fixed, and your family can be safe with Generator Supercenter. Talk to them today. See how a Generac automatic standby generator will work for your home. Check out the showroom right there where 96 meets 69. Let them come out and show you how it's going to work in your house. Generator Supercenter. Talk to them today. They have got the financing available, the 24-hour monitoring. Good people. You're going to enjoy talking to them. Generator Supercenter, 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
Got to get to windownation.com right now to check out these incredible savings this month. Get 50% off all Windows styles, 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 2 years. You could be paying nothing until 2027. Let me repeat that offer, because I think it bears repeating. Window Nation, right now, 50% off all style of windows and no money up front until 2027. Are you kidding me? I'm a Window Nation customer. I love my Window Nation windows, and you will too, especially with this offer.
Even if you're just thinking about getting new windows, call Window Nation and speak to a representative. Lock this deal in. Ask them how you can get all of the savings. 866-90-NATION. You can schedule a fast, free estimate with Window Nation. And if you want to get the savings, you need to speak to somebody today. 866-90-NATION, or go online to windownation.com. But you have to tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
School, or they're driving themselves for the first time. We know you have enough on your mind. That's why Hubler's got you and your family covered for 100,000 miles. And we want you to spend less on back to school. That's why you can shop over 2,000 vehicles and buy with 0 down. 0 down delivers. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring us your old car for an immediate appraisal. Head back to school in a Hubler Q-certified vehicle with a free Carfax history report and a 128-point vehicle inspection. Hubler's got you covered. For 100,000 miles, visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. 0 down delivers at Hubler. 'Cause Hubler's got you covered. Select models approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old. Cover me!
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Join Sertoma Club of Greenwood for Wham Fest, a festival of wine, art, music, and microbrew. Saturday, August 16th at Greenwood's Craig Park. Tickets and more at whamfest.com.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Join the Home and Garden Show live this Saturday for Egg Fest at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 71st and Keystone. Sample food from Egghead Grilling Teams, sip craft beers, enjoy live music, and deep discounts on Big Green Egg products. This Saturday, 9 to 1.
I did not know it was Egg Fest this Saturday. Stop everything. Is it really? Oh, this is... Oh, you now know what you're doing Saturday morning. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Sullivan Hardware and Garden. First of all, I am not paid by Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Pat Sullivan has never given me a dime. Pat Sullivan, as a human being, blech. But the place is amazing. Pat Sullivan's a treat, by the way. He's a good man. Eggfest is amongst the best food festivals in all of Indiana. It's unbelievable. Eggfest, Turkey Fest, where they make everything on the Big Green Egg. It's unbelievable how good it is. Oh, this is how I will see you there. I will absolutely see you there. Is there a cigar smoking section? Forget it. We'll make one. It is going to be amazing. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Why is it that they never tell me? I don't understand how that works. Why not say it so we can mention it here? So not only do you have Eggfest, Live Golf is this weekend. And honestly, Westfield, man, all the best. Crush this thing. Truly, Mayor Willis, everybody else. I would love, Mayor, call in tomorrow. You should call in tomorrow. Let's talk about what it is people are going to be experiencing and seeing. It is so cool that it has come to the club at Chatham Hills. You want this. If done right, let it come every year. Let it come every couple years. I would assume every couple years would be more accurate. But man, there's such great opportunity here. This is the stuff. This is the everything. It's like, you know, I was talking about Pizza Fest and how they had this big pizza festival over the weekend, and it didn't go great because of some timing and the amount of people and some planning issues. But as a concept, I'm all behind it. You know, what Tommy Barrett created here was something special, and we should want it to work. I can appreciate that some people are unhappy with the result. I have an idea of how to be of service, and I want to really help these pizzerias. So I've got a plan, I've got an idea, and I hope to be able to talk about it more in depth tomorrow. But I want more of these festivals. I want more of these things that gather people. And what's happening with Live Golf, this is fantastic. The more events we see coming to Hendrix Live and all over the place. This thing that they built in Fishers, it's incredible. What they've got now going on, Mayor Jensen in Noblesville, is incredible. And we're seeing these good things happen. And sometimes they happen in spite of us, right? They happen in spite of the failures of Joe Hogsett, the failures of Indianapolis leadership. They do. Celebrate these good things. They matter. This is where we live. And we want it to be successful. And sometimes it only happens if we support it. And sometimes it only happens if we remind ourselves that there are good things happening. Penrod Art Festival is coming up. And now that Newfields has gotten rid of that terrible leadership, I'm all about giving them a try again. I'm thrilled. Good things are happening in this city. We live in the right place. You just got to be willing to talk about it. You got to go enjoy it. And yes, you got to be honest about the issues and fix them. Two things happening at the same time. Very, very cool stuff. But Eggfest, 71st and Keystone? Oh my God. Yeah, we're not going to that Cicero location. Yeah, I will see you there. I will see you there. And you know what? I'm going to smoke cigars indoors. And they've got the whole grill palace now. Yeah, I'll see you. For sure. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Ramp closed west side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones because of an oil spill. No timetable when this ramp is going to reopen. In the meantime, I would go on down to 70, go east, and then you can peel off onto Sam Jones Expressway from there. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a patio door. A free patio door. How about that? Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Lawrence Duttler, president of Sun Title, who has been an Applied Innovation customer for 20 years.
Well, to be honest, it was when it came to having copiers and scanners, there was really no other choice but to go to Applied. I mean, it was the service level, the people.
Then you discovered Applied Innovation also provided network support and security.
And when we found out, that was an easy decision to make. They've got a great team of folks that understand just overall computers, networks, that kind of thing.
How has Applied Innovation benefited Sun Title for 2 decades?
You've got to be in the foxhole with somebody. Our business is about being tech-enabled. It's about servicing our clients. So their service to me as a client gives me the ability to serve our clients better.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
The most extraordinary thing a woman can do is let herself be human. We try to do it all, sure, but what if we're just not feeling it? Like when the fatigue hits, but you gotta bring snacks to the soccer game? Or when the laundry's piling up, but that hot flash says, too bad. We get it. Franciscan Health has care for extraordinary women who can do it all, but don't have to. Visit franciscanhealth.org/OBGYN today.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Are you worried about your taxes? Okay, so I'm talking to those of you out there that have not filed in a few years with the IRS or state. It's time to get worried, and here's why. The IRS is getting back from their own COVID lockdown, and they're hiring more enforcers, and they're going to come after people that owe taxes. So if you're a 1099 worker, and maybe you just plain forgot to file your taxes, you need to call the professionals right now at the Tax Helpline. They are experts at knowing the tax regulations, and their goal is to help you pay as little as possible. Call right now and get a 100% free tax evaluation. Remember, before the IRS knocks on your door, knock on our door. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, make this free call right now.
Call Taxes 321 now at 800-808-9443. 800-808-9443. That's 800-808-9443.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why Indianapolis police fired their weapons this morning, why Howard County prosecutors are moving on from a murder case, and a WIBC News spotlight on the challenges of getting people to pay child support after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Throw a sandwich, get thrown in jail. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what happened to a protester upset over President Trump's Washington, D.C. crime crackdown who threw it at a federal agent.
He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony, assault on a police officer. And we're going to back the police to the hilt. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else.
That's U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Papiro. There are 800 National Guard troops deployed, 500 federal agents. Fox's Mark Meredith is at the White House.
At least 100 arrests already made this week, and the Trump administration expected to deploy more resources throughout the district by this weekend. We have seen a number of crimes still pop up, though, with homicides as well as other notable events. There are still questions how long this deployment may last. The president says the federalization of D.C.'s police department is years overdue. He also hopes to extend this emergency despite lingering questions on his authority to do so.
Well, anything beyond 30 days would need Congress's approval. There's been another prisoner swap between Ukraine and Russia the day before the Trump-Putin summit, when the president in Alaska will push Russia's leader again to stop the war or face severe economic sanctions. And he's already pushing for a second meeting that Ukraine's leader might attend.
It is at that potential second meeting where any peace deal could be reached, President Trump says.
Certain great things can be gained in the first. It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz says a summit with Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky could be hosted by a neutral country in Europe.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. Zelensky's in London now and says Ukraine's been given another $1.5 billion worth of new American weapons bought and provided by European allies. A man accused of faking his own death, posting an obituary online, has been convicted of rape in Utah. Prosecutors say Nicholas Rossi left the country to avoid trial. He'd been arrested in Scotland. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A car chase, gunshots fired, and a search across Indianapolis. Nothing on radar. 71 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02.
Just before 9 p.m., Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department North District officers were dispatched to a domestic disturbance in the 7700 block of New Road. The victim reported being assaulted by a male suspect armed with a gun.
That is IMPD Assistant Chief of Police Michael Wally.
In the 400 block of West 28th Street, 2 people exited the vehicle and multiple shots were fired at the officers by at least one of the fleeing suspects, and 1 officer returned fire.
And Wally told reporters at a news conference this morning nobody was hit by gunfire, and police are still looking for these men. Howard County prosecutors have dismissed murder charges against Kevin Maddox in the 2006 killing of Chad Rouse for the second time. The dismissal prevents Maddox from being tried ever again. Prosecutors say staffing shortages, heavy court schedules, and unreviewed evidence are part of the reason the charges are going away, but the decision also allows the office to focus on the other person in the case, Amber Brigham, who still faces robbery-related charges. When you hear child support, you might think of stress or difficulties. John Herrick explains the challenges it can create.
This is a 93 WIBC News Spotlight.
Getting child support to families in Indiana can be tricky at times. Boone County Prosecutor Ken Eastwood says his office provides lots of free services, such as determining paternity, calculating past due child support, and locating parents.
The issue is getting the money, from the parent that owes the money. That typically is where we run into problems.
With many parents having to pick up side hustles in today's economy, that can create another hurdle.
It's hard to determine what their true salaries are. We've got to do a lot of work, and some people don't give us that information readily, right?
And if you're going to find a parent that needs to pay child support, Eastwood says there are creative ways to do it.
Just like any law enforcement agency, we do have various databases that are available, even private databases that are available, where we can, track down information on a person and try to find them.
There's companies that they can lean on too.
There are companies out there that specialize in collecting information about people and putting it into a database, right? And so you can kind of find, okay, well, we think they live here. We have investigators that can go out and do that type of work for us.
August is Child Support Awareness Month, and Eastwood says prosecutors' offices all over the state provide similar services to his office. This has been a WIBC News Spotlight. I'm John Herrick.
The NBA schedule comes out today. The Indiana Fever play in on the Washington Mystics on Friday, and the Indianapolis Colts hold a joint practice today against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the fives. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? West side ramp still closed. Southbound 465 to Sam Jones. And that's because of an oil spill. No timetable on when it's going to reopen. South side northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone into the south split. That's a construction delay of 9 minutes. Northwest side northbound 465 stop and go 86th Street up to 865. Northeast side delayed 9 minutes, inbound 69, 116th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops. Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69 cents large big gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required, valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for lots of sunshine today. A little less humid than yesterday. So enjoy today, because this brief break in the lower humidity is going to be short. It is really going to get hot this weekend. Up to 87 degrees later this afternoon. Mostly clear, down to 68 degrees tonight. And the heat is on this weekend. 90 on Sundays. Friday, rather. Friday. I'm getting ahead of myself. Friday, sunny skies, hot, 90. Saturday, 93. Sunday, 94. Hot and humid all weekend with feels like temperatures close to the triple digits. So stay safe out there.
Really quick, just wanted to get your thoughts. I don't usually ask for help in picking my music moments. If you didn't know, like every Thursday, I play some music, like, because the world's crazy and we don't have to be. And I like to take a breath, take a beat, and let everybody listen to some music, roll down the windows, relax, everything else. If there was a song that said Tara Hastings, what would be that song?
Oh, gosh. Really? You're going to put me on the spot.
Yeah.
That would describe me, or like one of my favorite songs that I like listening to.
Either way. Like, people just want to know.
My favorite song that I like listening to is Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes.
Ooh, nice pick.
Thank you.
Nice pick. Light the heat. I am incomplete.
Yeah.
Right.
there you go.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
actually
not bad.
my ringtone. But
Is
I don't
that right?
ever. Yeah, but I haven't turned my ringtone on ever since I got my watch like 5 years ago. So because I don't need to hear the phone ring. I just keep it on vibrate, and then whenever I get a phone call, my watch lets me know. So, anyways, but it is my ringtone, technically.
Okay.
That was a long explanation. I don't know why I went into it, but anyway.
Because that's what we do here. We go deep into it. We get into the thing.
There you go.
Right? Being shy. All right. Mm-hmm. That said, I won't be doing Peter Gabriel, but thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, well.
It's Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I know. The show is just abusive. What are you going to do? 69 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:08. So exactly how much was done by the Obama administration to cover for Hillary Clinton and push this lie of Trump and Russia collusion, of Russia proactively inserting itself into the election? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The story is quite incredible that the emails expose that James Clapper, then a director of national intelligence, told the national security advisor and others that, listen, this is a team sport. We're going to invent this story about collusion, and everyone has to be on board. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. That's actually in the email. Understand your concern. Did James Clapper, then director of national intelligence, write to the national security advisor, Michael Rogers? It is essential that we, the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, and the National Intelligence Office, be on the same page and are all supportive of the report in the highest tradition of that's our story and we're sticking to it. We may have to compromise on our, quote, normal, unquote, modalities, since we must do this on such a compressed schedule. This is one project that has to be a team sport. He wrote that. So, anybody who wants to think that the Obama administration wasn't engaged in the worst kind of corruption, think again. I get that people hate Trump and they want to say he did this and he did that when he didn't do this and do that. Look what he did to E. Jean Carroll. I don't believe E. Jean Carroll, but Trump was found guilty in a civil lawsuit of sexual impropriety. You say so. He was found guilty. Do I believe E. Jean Carroll? No. But if you believe all women, would you believe the women who make the claims about Thomas Carl Cook, Joe Hogsett's former chief of staff and deputy mayor? Would you believe the claims, please, about what Joe Hogsett himself did with the inappropriateness of text and other things? Super creepy stuff. That would be great. But what you see here, these people who have been lecturing to us about Trump and Russia and claiming that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. These are liars. These are frauds. These are commie-aligned jerks. They'll lie about anything for power. They're awful people. And if everybody's awful, I think my awful people are better because they're not doing this. They're not subverting the law. They're not subverting the voter in order to get power. That much is true. Speaking of power, Michael Paul Hart lost his as the leader of the Republicans in the city county council. The Republicans replaced him. What happened? I was talking about it. The counselor reached out. He's scheduled to be with us next. Let's find out what's going on with these Republicans. Keep it here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
If storms have damaged your roof or siding, call Concord Exteriors. Concord Exteriors is now offering free inspections to assess the condition of your home. From dings, dents, blown-offs, full replacements, Concord Exteriors knows the insurance process and will make your home as good as new as fast as possible. Help your home find the fountain of roof. Trust the company that was here before the storm and will be here long after for your free no obligation consultation. Scheduled today at ConcordExteriors.com or call 317-ROOFING. That's 317-ROOFING. Concord Exteriors, referred for a reason for over 15 years.
The Indiana State Fair. It is a Hoosier masterpiece, a summer tradition like no other. I love the fair, the food, the concerts, more food, the tap room, the dairy bar, and coming up on August 14th, it's AAA Hoosier Motor Club Day, where AAA Hoosier Motor Club members get in free. AAA Day at the Indiana State Fair. You don't pay admission, just show your AAA card, and you are in for a full day of fun. And also going on right now is your chance to win a free music vacation with AAA's Ultimate Concert Sweepstakes. This includes 2 concert tickets to any Live Nation venue in the United States, plus airfare, hotel, and $200 to spend. Register online or on AAA Hoosier Motor Club's social media page. And if you subscribe to receive AAA Hoosier Motor Club emails, you get 5 additional entries. Visit AAA.com or call 844-GO, AAA GO, or stop by that local AAA office.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Yeah, we have a ramp closed on the west side, Tony, southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. It's because of an oil spill, and it started at Washington Street and kind of trickled its way down on southbound to Sam Jones Expressway. So you will see cleanup crews on the right shoulder, and then, of course, the ramp closed southbound to Sam Jones Expressway. A good reroute might be eastbound 70, because that will get you a Sam Jones Expressway exit. North side, I'm told, at the bottom of the ramp from eastbound 465 to Michigan Road, traffic lights flashing red, so that could slow you down. Northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue up to the south split, a delay of 6 minutes. East side northbound 465 slow after 72 Penn Pike. Inbound 69 delayed 9 minutes, 116th Street, 282nd, and westbound 465 stop and go traffic Meridian 31 over to Michigan Road. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops. Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
69 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
So do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years.
All right, here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. Now that's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first year. So by year end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the details by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120. We trust Bill, and you can too. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120.
Oh, let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
So what you have is a Indianapolis City County Council that is dominated by the Democrats. And what you have is a Republican Party that has 6 seats. And they have now replaced their leader, Michael Paul Hart, with Brian Mowry. It's not rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. It's rearranging the deck chairs on a dinghy. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good to be with you. What's the point? What's happening here? If you listen to Michael Paul Hart, he'll tell you that it was a difference in leadership to which he wants to get things done, and his fellow Republicans didn't feel comfortable with that. City County Councilor Michael Paul Hart joins us right now. He reached out, said, heard you were talking about it. Allow me. So let's start with the basics here. Sir, your argument of why it is the Republicans replaced you as leader.
Yes. Hey, how you doing, Tony? Not so much an argument, just, really what happened. It was expressed to me that, we were doing too much too fast. So what I mean by that is we've had a really good, really successful year under my leadership. We had great amendments to a snow policy early on. We had great public policies, on amendments to fiscal policies. We just put out a public safety package. So we put out 7 different proposals this year. We had multiple press conferences. We've been in front of the media a ton, but it takes a lot of work to do that. There's a lot of meeting with financial experts. There's a lot of meetings with attorneys, and there's emails, communications, chat. It's a lot to keep up with. And essentially they expressed to me, hey, we're doing all these things and it's really hard to keep up. We'd just really love to go back to the pace that we had under previous leadership.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that Brian Maury and 4 other Republicans said to you, you're moving too fast, like it's somehow a Simon and Garfunkel song, and said we need to slow down so you're replaced. That's the wording they used?
It was not all the Republicans, I'll say that. There is somebody who's certainly, agreeing with everything that I'm doing. But yeah, they certainly wanted to slow down and go back to their original pace and, keep it in style that they had with Leader Maury.
I'm asking, sir, based on what you just said, did they say the words, you're doing too much, we want to slow this down, we're replacing you?
They said we want to slow down, yes.
So now let's discuss why it is they would want to, in their view, slow down. Was it that you were doing too much, or they didn't think you were focused on the right things?
Yeah, I took it as too much. A lot of emails, a lot of texts, a lot of communication, and going into budget season, things get busy, and they wanted that slower pace.
Talking to City County Councilor Michael Paul Hart, appreciate you calling in. You can talk about getting things done. You could talk about proposals, but I would make the argument in a casual conversation that those are 2 different things. What is it that Republicans, over the last 7 months as you were leader, what is it that Republicans were actually able to get accomplished in a tangible way in Indianapolis?
Absolutely. So the first thing was our snow policy, where we had phenomenal amendments to that, where, we put into where making sure that trucks go out with 2 inches of snow on the ground, right? We listened to the public. We heard from them. These are things that they wanted. After that, we had our spring fiscal amendment passed, which was essentially requiring the Department of OPHS to come back to the council and tell us how they've been spending millions of dollars on the elevation grant programs, the interrupter crime program. Here recently, we have a ton of momentum going with removing residence requirements for city employees, on eliminating the GO board and making it an advisory board, putting parental accountability in place for these curfew laws. We've had multiple press conferences. We've built stronger relationships with the media. And then, of course, I've founded an organization called Smart Indy that's growing presence of people that are joining us to put together smart policy. We've held public safety roundtables to listen to leaders in the public safety space, and that's where we've derived policy from. So,
well, I would have to say to you, sir, I hope we didn't lose you there. I hope you didn't drop off. It was just your phone. When we talk about OPHS, right, we have a homeless encampment that we were told was going to be removed as of the 11th of August. It's still there. They haven't found a place to put these people. Ostensibly, that's the issue. I don't know how you can count that as a success when clearly that's a complete and total failure.
Yeah, 2 different things, Tony, 2 different things. We're talking about that organization does a lot. One of the things that we were looking at is the interrupter, the crime interruption program. The homelessness, that's a mess on its own. I was at that meeting with the city and what they were doing, and they've got that thing completely backwards, working with those folks. But we're working through those folks with Smart Indy. When I was at that meeting, all the people wanted to do was help and be supportive, and the mayor's office essentially turned them down. So that's what, I'm trying to do is bridge this gap, bring people together to create the smartest city in America, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Talking to Michael Paul Hart, Indianapolis City County councilor, just replaced as minority leader of the Republicans. You say you were replaced because you were going too fast. You say it wasn't even all the Republicans. So 1 Republican was with you, 4 Republicans were against you. Brian Maury is now going to be the leader. Are you saying that he is de facto ineffective?
I'm saying his pace is a lot different. I'd encourage anybody to, just kind of look and see how things went in the first couple of years and how they went in this last year, and let them make up their own mind on that.
Before I let you go, and I do appreciate you calling in, we talk about leadership. We talk about getting things done. Well, we have a mayor who allowed somebody who was known to be engaged in sexual impropriety back into his office. We have an investigation that was clearly bunk. Those are my words. And we have a mayor who himself was involved in inappropriateness. The argument you made, I believe it was on this show, was that you didn't want to address that further because you have to work with these people and you have to try and get things done. To me, that does not engage a good calculus, because when there is an issue like this, it must be addressed, because that's what leadership entails. Do we still stand by the idea of allowing Joe Hogsett to continue without question to be mayor and have no accountability for his actions and the actions of his office?
Yeah, so here's what I'll tell you on that, Tony. We're still working, myself, another counselor, and the Democrat Party on finalizing, what's happening with the Sexual Harassment Commission through the rules and public policy. We're going to have another subcommittee to finalize that, have some more comments on it, and I would tell you to wait till then, and I'll have some more comments on it then.
Do you think that it was smart for Republicans not to push for him to step down when very obviously there is an issue with his leadership all the way around?
I'll say as leader, the job is to take the consensus of the large body of the group, and I made sure to do that. And we've got some more information, some more things to talk about. And as soon as those things happen, I'll share some more information.
I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to say to that, sir, because while I do appreciate you calling in, I always appreciate that was a non-answer. That wasn't an answer to my question. And I would encourage you to go back and listen to that and get me an answer, if you would, sir. Michael Paul Hart, a city county councilor in Indianapolis, I always do appreciate that you're willing to have the conversation. I just want to make sure we're having it in full. I appreciate you taking the time. Matt Baer has traffic.
Northbound 465, stop and go traffic, 86th Street up to 865. 9-minute delay on inbound 69, 116th Street, 282nd. And south side, northbound 65 jams after Keystone Avenue into the south split. 5-minute delay because of construction. West side ramp still closed at southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway because of an oil spill. No timeline on when that's going to reopen. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Rob. Casey's out. Our old pal, Jerry Lopez. Indy Spanglish will be with us. We'll see you Thursday, 9 until noon, 93 WIBC.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax, tag, title, license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 9/1.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun, brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements, life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
Discussing end-of-life matters can be uncomfortable, but it's also necessary to ensure that loved ones' wishes are well known ahead of time. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. Up next, I'll share suggestions to help ease anxiety surrounding the talk.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Direct, open, and honest conversation is the best way to discuss end-of-life wishes. Knowing your loved one's preferred treatments and desired arrangements will ready everyone for when the time comes. Also helpful, creating a will or trust to ensure assets are distributed accordingly. And consider an end-of-life doula to assist your family during the process. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access the library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A woman calls for help and then shots were fired. Nothing on radar in downtown Indianapolis, 71 degrees. We're going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. What you're hearing right now is courtesy of Wish TV, our news gathering partner. Shots were fired at Indianapolis cops early this morning as a man hopped out of a moving car. That man was wanted in connection for a domestic disturbance. It took police about 3 hours to track him down. There was a chase. He darted in between houses in a neighborhood in the near northwest side of Indianapolis, firing shots at cops as he ran away, and police are still looking into this. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey says if you run, you're going to pay a heavy price.
The best thing for those involved would be to find a nice pastor or someone that you trust who has a relationship with the police department and turn yourselves in now.
And the officer involved is a 7-year veteran. The homeless encampment near Indianapolis's Fountain Square remains open despite a city order to clear out this week. Some arrests have been made, and nearby residents are complaining of public drug use and sexual activity.
So the individuals that were committing crimes are still in custody. So the individual that fired a gun, and then the individual who was accused of animal cruelty.
And the director of Office of Public Health and Safety is Andrew Merkley.
When you look at the amount of funding that we've committed or contributed already to solving for homelessness, I think it's quite clear that the administration is devoted.
And Merkley did not give a clear answer about whether the deadline has been moved up for the homeless encampment to close, or even if there's a deadline still intact. Last night in Washington, D.C.
Why are you here? You're trying to arrest innocent people? What's your problem?
That is a protester at a checkpoint in the district Wednesday night, talking to National Guard troops who are now all around Washington, D.C. because President Trump has federalized the D.C. police force because of rising crime in the district. President Trump also meeting with European leaders ahead of his upcoming summit with Vladimir Putin. Here's Fox's Jared Halpern.
President Trump warned of severe consequences if Russian President Vladimir Putin does not agree to end the war this week. But if Friday's meeting with Putin goes well...
And we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there.
It is at that potential second meeting where any peace deal could be reached, President Trump says.
Certain great things can be gained in the first. It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz says a summit with Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky could be hosted by a neutral country in Europe. at the White House. Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Gas prices about $3.25 across Indianapolis this morning, says Gas Buddy. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers hook up for a joint practice today.
Not being able to get the reps out there on the field, joint practice, you treat it like a game day. You know what I mean? The ones get a lot of the reps, and so that's how I really evaluate myself, and obviously even each and every rep that I get out here.
Indianapolis Colts defensive tackle DeForest Buckner.
I mean, I take advantage of every opportunity that I get, and just try to do the best of what I can do, and within my craft and all that kind of stuff, and just continue to stack consistent days.
And the Colts host the Packers on Saturday at 1. Daniel Jones will start at quarterback, but that competition between Jones and Richardson is far from over. The Indiana Fever played the Washington Mystics on Friday night at home. We are not sure if Caitlin Clark is going to play in that game. The NBA says they've approved a $6.1 billion sale of the Boston Celtics. Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds shut out the Philadelphia Phillies 6-0. The Chicago Cubs beat the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, Ryan. Ramp still closed on the west side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones Expressway. Just talked to NDOT, and still no timetable on when the ramp is going to reopen, but they are making progress on the cleanup of this oil spill. In the meantime, you can always take 70 to Sam Jones. Go eastbound 70 like you're going towards Indianapolis. Northbound 65 south side delayed 5 minutes from Keystone Avenue to the south split. Westbound 70 slow from the east side rural into the north split. Inbound 69, 90-minute delay from 116th Street to 82nd. North side westbound 465 stop and go Meridian over to Michigan. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
70 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Dow futures down 23, and wait for it. This could be an ugly day. I'll tell you why in a second. NASDAQ futures are up just $1.25. Oil prices right now, $62.98 on the West Texas crude. So out of the ground, out of the oceans, the Brent crude, $65.94. So a little bit down from yesterday, but nothing to write home about. The 10-year Treasury, 4.233, still holding in that spot. Here's the story. So we talked about Consumer Price Index, where the inflation was nominal, 2.7, 0.2 for the month. This is the sign, okay, you can cut now. Wholesale prices came in today. The expectation was a gain of 0.2. The gain, 0.9. Okay, you figure it out. You figure it out. I'm officially done. As far as I'm concerned, you could see the market, the pre-market, be down, and the market be down 400 today, like it was up 400 the other day. You could see it be fine. I don't know if anybody pays attention anymore to what it is that they're seeing, but none of it makes sense. Wholesale prices are up this much. What does this have to do with manufacturing, which of course has been in a slowdown? What does this have to do with tariffs that are being absorbed by the companies that can't last forever, guys? I just want that part known. We said it first. No matter what anybody was going to say, I don't care what Trump would call me. The companies will not eat the tariffs forever. Eventually it comes to us. This is not what we want. Tactic, yes. Policy, no. Said it, meant it, not apologizing for it. We were right from the beginning. But let's take a breath, because the world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday music moment. It is Thursday, right? It is Thursday. Presented by Kill a Dent Removal. Kill a Dent Removal. You've got door dings, you've got hail damage, whatever it is, boom. They'll come to you and take care of it. They'll come to you, their mobile dent repair, make your hood, your roof, the doors look as good as new, right? The shopping cart, somebody else's car banged into it. Hail, they've got you covered. KillaDentRemoval.com. KillaDentRemoval.com. That's where you go. What I like to do is I like to remind people that we do not have to be crazy. The world is crazy. We don't have to be. We take a breath. We take a beat. We play some music. And we're like, you know what? Things are going to be all right. So I bring you back to 1969. To maybe one of the greatest influences on Stevie Ray Vaughan, who I just can't get enough of. Talk about a guy who didn't maybe get his due then and certainly still isn't getting his due now. Just the incredible Albert King, who I've played before on the show. I don't think it was this song. I think I did a song with Stevie Ray, but this is Albert King, and I play it for purpose today. To V, well done, well done. Can't say it enough. Well done. Roll down your windows. Turn up your speakers. Grab a drink. I am not here to judge. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. It's the TK Tony Katz. That's me. Thursday music moment presented by KillaDentRemoval.com. From the album Years Gone By, it's Albert King. The Sky is Crying. Producer Carl, hit it.
The sky is crying. Look at the tears roll down the street. The sky is crying. Look at the tears roll down the street. I've been looking for my baby, yeah. And I wonder, where can she be? I saw my baby early one morning, and she was walking on down the street. I saw my baby early one morning, and she was walking on down the street. You know it hurt me so bad, yeah. It made my poor heart skip a beat. The sky is crying.
Ah, yes. Albert King, boo-boo. Yeah. More respect must be given. That's all I have to say. You can find the full listing of TK Thursday Music Moments at WIBC.com. Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, Tony, looking at the ramp on the west side, southbound 465 to Sam Jones still shut down because of an oil spill. No timeline when that's going to reopen. Northbound 65 delayed 11 minutes on the south side. It's through the construction zone. Keystone up to South Split. Again, that's an 11-minute delay. Inbound 69 delayed 7 minutes. 116th Street to 465. Westbound 465 on the north side slow from Meridian over to Michigan Road. Northbound 465 slows down 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
70 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Have you heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Bruce did.
Well, the project I was wanting to accomplish was my driveway. I wanted to see if I could get something that looked halfway decent, that would last a while. We also had a side patio surface redone.
Garage, basements, patios, sidewalks, driveways, Galaxy will transform your surface in as little as one day.
The crew was very, very good, excellent. The end result was just super. It is non-slippable surface. I get this if you want to make sure you're not going to have any people slipping or sliding when it rains.
Commercial or residential, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The end result was just super. It was very easy to keep this surface clean. I had tire tracks all over it, and I just took out my hose, sprayed it down, and it looks just like new again.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
Cindy Druba, office manager for CSE Morse, needed a paperless solution, so she called on Applied Innovation.
We weren't paperless, and more companies are going paperless, and we wanted to have the option.
How has Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution helped your staff?
It's nice to have everything at my fingertips. You know, I'm not, digging in this drawer, digging in that drawer. I can just put in my search criteria and up they pop.
Applied Innovation even helps scan your documents.
We had 7 years of stored records, bankers' boxes upon bankers' boxes, and we used Applied to have, they actually scanned and stored all those documents for us.
And the bottom line benefit to using Applied Innovation?
Saved us a lot of time and a lot of space. Time is money.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com.
Give your home a transformation with incredible savings at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, it's the Smith Brothers of Bern factory authorized sale. Save 50% off every sofa, sectional, recliner, and more. Made in Indiana, lifetime warranty, and you can save up to an additional 20% off your purchase. Enjoy free delivery, interest-free financing, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Check out what's going on with 93 WIBC.
Join Sertoma Club of Greenwood this Saturday for Wham Fest, a festival of wine, art, music, and microbrew at Greenwood's Craig Park. Visit whamfest.com for tickets and details.
This. And this isn't just the music that accompanies me when I walk into the bedroom. Hello. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. 93 WIBC. Good morning. It is a time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Presented by From Hollywood to the Heartland. Myself, actor Nick Searcy. Stories of January 6th and the 2 documentaries he did about it. Stories from the insanity of Hollywood. Why we live in the Midwest. Bourbons from West Fork Whiskey. Barbecue from Big Hoppa's Barbecue. Desserts from Circle City Sweets. The cigars that I have picked myself. It's going to be an incredible, incredible night there at West Fork Whiskey, August 23rd. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. You gotta be there. Get your tickets before they sell out, and they will. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Boer Remodeling, Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, incredible sponsors. Just Add Water Boats. These guys are fantastic. And a Defiance Beef. Oh, you're gonna be able to order a cow. And I've got a discount for you as well. All sponsors, all there. PA Jewelers will have the full setup. You'll be able to get some incredible deals on jewelry and the watches from Von Riest. I've got it all for you. I'll dig in deep tomorrow with all of it. But let's get back to this. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Get your tickets. I'll do what I do. I'll phone a friend. Matt Bear. What is this television theme song?
Oh, easy. Tony, this is Real Sports with Brian Gumbel.
That's good. That's super good there. Well done. Well done. I believe the chat room has it right. This has got a little bit of sass to it. This is the theme to Designing Women. Well done, chat room. Well done. By the way, the chat room, the power of crowds, they are way ahead of me in getting these things right. They really are. It's super impressive. Super impressive. We've got the full list of all the theme songs and what I've gotten right and what I've gotten wrong. I've gotten more of that wrong than right. I've been on some good runs, just not recently. Nothing recently at all. It's good stuff. Caitlin Clark. Criticisms are done in private. And I'm on Sophie Cunningham's side right here. So the story is that, of course, Clark has been out because she's been injured. And, it's been nonsense from the WNBA in the treatment of Caitlin Clark. The Fever have been holding their own without her. And Sophie Cunningham is now a star because she defended Clark on the court and took a player, was it from the Phoenix Mercury or Connecticut Sky, wherever they're from, to task, and it was pretty excellent. And so there's a video of Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull. They're sitting by the pool. And they're both wearing bathing suits, and they are both in excellent shape. Is that what you say? They're both in excellent shape. And they put out a video that says, hey, when do we get a deal? Convince us there's a swimsuit brand that wants to partner with 2 Indiana Fever mermaids. It was a smart post. Caitlin Clark responds, swimsuit brands, please comment, focus on basketball. Caitlin, what are you doing? There's nothing wrong with the video. If they've been playing and they've been practicing and they've got some time to themselves, as everybody does, it's okay that they're by the pool. It is. Do they show up early? Do they stay late? Do they have some downtime? Even Kobe took downtime. And Cunningham responded with, dude, you're ruining me and Lexi's deals. We're the ones who have actually been playing, and we need a little break, and that's when we go to the pool. And I think only like 5 companies reached out. Sophie Cunningham is right. Caitlin, you want people to focus, that's fine. You do it in private. Don't do it in public. Don't. You take my advice, don't take my advice. I can't help you. I'm just trying. Although I think that they may get a brand deal on the swimsuits. And then basically Alexi and Sophie call Caitlin Clark pasty. It got weird. We have no time for this. Go to the playoffs, bring money to Indianapolis. That's all we're asking for. A championship wouldn't be bad either. I'll catch you guys at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northbound 65 stop and go traffic after Keystone up to the South Split construction. West side southbound 465 closed to Sam Jones Expressway. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to B Window. By the way, that's southbound 465 exit ramp to Sam Jones Expressway. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
It's Terry Stacy. How many of you started the year with good intentions of losing weight and getting in shape by spring? Well, if you didn't hit that goal, Exercise Inc. can help. Exercise Inc. has been helping people get stronger, build muscle, lose weight, and transform their health for over 20 years. The program works, and guess what? It only takes 20 minutes a week. Their unique training method was developed in an osteoporosis research study to help prevent bone mineral loss in older women. The women in the study ended up getting very strong in a short amount of time. When the method was applied to normal, healthy adults, both men and women got a lot stronger. Their Simple 9 nutritional program has helped their clients lose over 37,000 pounds since 2013, and they've seen clients lower their blood pressure, improve their blood sugar, and get off prescription meds. Their coaches are professional, their gyms are private. Get started now before summer gets here. Locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Fishers, Greenwood, and Zionsville. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. Go to exerciseinc.com.
Whether you're dropping them off for the first day of school or they're driving themselves for the first time, we know you have enough on your mind. That's why Hubler's got you and your family covered for 100,000 miles. And we want you to spend less on back to school. That's why you can shop over 2,000 vehicles and buy with zero down. Zero down delivers. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring us your old car for an immediate appraisal. Head back to school in a Hubler Q-certified vehicle with a free Carfax history report and a 128-point vehicle inspection. Hubler's got you covered. For 100,000 miles, visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Zero down delivers at Hubler. 'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
Select models approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Cover me!
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Community Health Network cares for your heart health. From heart scans and vascular screenings to complex heart procedures, you can count on our expert team for the highest quality cardiovascular care, when and where you need it. Your path to a healthy heart starts with knowing your risk. Schedule a heart scan or vascular screening today. Visit ecommunity.com/heart. Community Health Network. Exceptional care. Simply delivered.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, when and where IMPD officers were shot at and how many suspects they're now looking for. What the Office of Public Health and Safety is now saying about the Fountain Square homeless encampment. And how the Colts plan to use their quarterbacks for Saturday's home preseason game with Green Bay. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. Time for Fox News. It's